Alright everyone, and welcome back now to episode number 9 of this series. If you followed the last one, you'll know that I need 2 wins from 2 games in order to get promoted, thanks to EA disconnecting me twice, but it's happened now so I've got to put up with it. I went Liverpool because I wanted a 4.5 star team, but I didn't want to come up against Real Madrid. I came up against Juventus nonetheless, which is a little bit annoying, but it was a bit cagey, you know, because I knew for the first time in the series I had to win, I couldn't slip up, so I was a little bit more anxious. And typically, I bring my keeper out for the millionth time from a corner, he gets the goal, and that's a really bad start, it couldn't be any worse than that. But I did get chances, I did get little breaks, but Suarez couldn't beat Buffon. I hate Buffon in this game, he's so overpowered, but I just couldn't get that little chance I needed. And then obviously, I didn't score a goal, and he gets a silly header straight to his striker who then puts it away. 2 shots, 2 goals, it's so frustrating, but what can you do? You've just got to put up with it. And at half time that was the case, he had less of the shots, less of the possession, but he was 2-0 in the lead. And I did get a few breaks, as you can see here, I got slightly lucky to keep the ball. Gets to Suarez, who managed to dig out a goal, and that gave me 2-1. At this point I was a bit more confident. I had about half an hour to get 2 more goals, and I was creating chances, getting the ball into good players, but I just couldn't get that finishing shot. And it felt like it was going to be another game where I've blown my good chances and he's going to score a silly goal. But in the 90th minute I do manage to run through his defence pretty much. Got lucky there, got the equaliser, but the equaliser wasn't enough. I needed 1 more goal. So straight from the kickoff, Daniel Sturridge gets the ball, he runs forward, surely not 2 goals in added time, he keeps going, he's got Suarez in the middle, tries to pass it to him, but no, couldn't quite get the pass away, and that meant it was full time at 2-2, which meant so annoyingly that I wasn't going to get promoted for the first time. But it's happened, and I've got to put up with that, so I remain in Division 3. The first time I haven't got promoted first time, you know, slightly thanks to EA, slightly thanks to me being a bit not that good with finishing at times. But this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 1 full season of Division 3 in this episode, and I'm going to do it pretty quickly. I'm going to show only goals as highlights really. I want to get it done quite quickly and hopefully I'll get promoted. So the first game I went Mexico. I got a lot of space with Giovanni dos Santos and I put it away 1-0, pretty easy. Came up against Hull, who aren't the strongest opponent, so I was quite happy with that. This next goal actually was pretty nice. Vasquez got the ball, players were diving in, not really been able to get the ball off him, keeps moving, keeper comes out, 2-0, great start. And then just after that, literally a couple of minutes later, Santos gets the ball from a bad goal kick, skills on the player and then taps it into the far post, 3-0. And then after that, he obviously was a little bit frustrated, had enough and quit. So that was that, 1-0 in Division 3 for the second time. Next game, I was Sweden, he scored in the first minute, literally the worst possible start. But then I think, you know what, Zlatan, do something good for me. And then he just scores from 30 yards, just as Zlatan Ibrahimovic does. Absolutely good, great goal that was. Don't know how he's quite scored that goal from that position. But straight after that, he got the ball again, Ibrahimovic. Got a bit lucky this time. But I was 2-1 up, and it was starting to be a bit better in this game. That was so lucky though. I mean, in this game, I was playing better, but the goals were lucky. And typically, he quit, probably pissed off with those goals I scored there. But that was 2 wins of 2 games, and I went Wales in the next game, came up against Austria. You can probably guess why I picked Wales, I mean Bales and Ramsey obviously, but then Robson Carnu was the match winner. It was a pretty cagey game, and then out of nowhere this guy gets the goal, and that gives me a 1-0 win. It was a pretty poor game, that's why I only showed 1 highlight there. But it didn't matter because I was 3 wins in 3 games, and if EA didn't cock me up again then probably I was going to get promoted this time. So I went Ivory Coast, and I was doing pretty well with international teams, but no, I came up against England. I mean, how is that fair? England a 5-star, Ivory Coast a 4-star. This game was an absolute lag fest, and typically he gets 2 goals. I don't know how the keeper didn't get that. It was pretty annoying, it was an even game, but he just managed to get the 2 goals. Obviously he had a better team, and that meant for the first time I had a loss. So I decided to go a team that I did well with before, and that was Atletico Marino, I think that's how you say it. But Joe gets the goal in the 39th minute. I just love playing with Ronaldinho, that's the main reason why I chose this team, and that was it from this game. Once again, another short amount of highlights, but it was a boring game, cagey game with only a few goals in, so I just showed this 1 goal. And that meant 4 wins and 1 loss with 5 games remaining, so I needed 2 wins from 5 games. I was quite confident that was something I should be able to do. I obviously had enough progress to be able to do that, and I went Argentina. I wanted to use the good teams as quickly as possible. And Aguero, the match winner once again, 54th minute, and it was such a relief at this point. I mean, all these games have been pretty close, but I just get that 1 goal in the second half, and he straight away, stupidly, once again, I am so stupid, I bring the keeper out. I don't know why I keep doing that, it's just habit. And that means it's a 1-1 draw. At this point I'd lost the game and I'd drawn a game, so I was getting to be a little bit anxious. I mean, surely I won't cock this up. As long as EA didn't disconnect me, I should be fine. So I wouldn't be Madrid. You know, after a draw I wanted a win. And who else but Real Madrid? Ronaldo, Bale, Benzema, Isco, etc. All the players in the world. And Bale, opens the score. Actually, no, it was Benzema. That was a really lucky goal. But this game was an absolute lag fest. It was horrible to play in. I mean, it was absolutely awful. And I played so bad. And I knew that if he scored, I wouldn't win this game. So I was just hoping that the game would finish quickly. I couldn't pass, I couldn't move. That's how laggy it was. And I was expecting to be disconnected at any point. But it didn't happen. And eventually the game wear down. I got the ball there, tried to cross it, but it didn't matter. The full-time whistle went, and that was such a relief. Another crappy 1-0 win. But these wins are wins, and since I've already been denied promotion once, I wasn't bothered. I just wanted to get the wins as quickly as possible. So I now needed 2 points from 3 games. I went Udinese. I don't know why. I just fancied them as a team, really. I thought they would be a good team to use, 4-star. And this guy was alright. He was Romania, which was a strange team, but a bit lucky there. One of those things where the header goes straight to the striker and I finesse into the corner. 1-0 on the track for promotion at last, and it was a bit of a crappy game. He had a lot of defenders back. I couldn't really get through his defence at all. I don't think he went forward once. He was just pretty much defending the whole game. I don't know why he was 1-0 down. But yeah, as you can see, I've had a lot of offsides at this point. I just couldn't get that second goal. But I'd won so many games 1-0, so I wasn't that bothered. Then really out of nowhere, it was coming up to half time. I try and pass to a player. He gets the ball. He pauses it, so I think, yeah, he's probably going to do a sub, or he's just having to do something on his phone, maybe. But then he quits. He quits at 1-0 in the first half. Such a strange decision. Maybe he had to go out or something, I don't know. But for me, that meant I was promoted. At long last, it took me 2 attempts, thanks to EA, but it was over. Such a relief. 6 wins, 1 loss and 1 draw. That meant now I had 2 more games to play for the title. I'll do the title next episode. But that's that done. That's sorted. Division 3 out the way with, and that means now I've got 1 more promotion to go. Division 2, I'll do that over 2 episodes probably in episode 10 and episode 11, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been a good roll so far. I'm doing pretty well. Could have done better. Would have liked to have done it. Got promoted first time in every season, but it doesn't matter. I'm in Division 2, 1 more, and let's see if I can do it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.